being kind to yourself for you starts with affirmations.
That feels dumb to me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm. If we be honest, It just kind of feels like you standing in the mirror. You were kind. You were smart. You were
No, it's not just that. And the winner is me.
Oh, what did you win? Let's get a blanket. I'm tired of being cold at this point. I do got holes in my pants, but whatever.
At least in that.
Hey, y'all see the outfit?
Period. Cutesy. Buried them here. No, I'm just playing.
Thank you. But now, you ready?
As best as I can be.
All right.
Let's do this.
Welcome to the Life of Arie.
Yes. How are you?
Yes. How are you?
Doing well?
I'm doing. So,
no, for real.
I'm doing. I asked my uncle, I say, like, every time I see him, I say, how you doing? He said, I do, and you? I do too.
Okay.
That's a good one. I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I do too.
I do as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, now that I think about it, I do.
Don't y'all hate when you in a little funk or whatever and people ask you how you doing? It's like, I was good until you asked me how I'm doing. Now I don't know. Is that just me?
It might just be you. Mm-mm. Well, sometimes other people just ask how you doing as a way of saying hey.
I do.
Yeah, I'd be like, how are you? They'd be like, good, and you? With tears in their eyes. See, it's just such a desensitized question these days. Question and response. What's it called? Call and response.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I should probably answer that though. And some people say good, but I'll be trying to not say good when it's not good, or try to switch it up sometimes.
I'm like, I'm here.
I'm well.
I'm unwell.
Or I can say, I can't complain.
You know what? Say as.
Hey, how are you?
Unwell, and you?
I'm well.
What did you hear me say?
I'm well, and you?
I said unwell.
Unwell, and you?
So at least you're being honest with yourself.
Unwell, and you?
Unwell, and you? So yeah, unwell, and you?
Yeah, if you're gonna have the balls to
wonderful. I'm doing unwell. In yourself?
I'm doing unwell.
Unwell in yourself. But you gotta say, hey, how are you? Unwell in yourself? Because somebody just thought you said, I'm well. Unwell. And I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Somebody gonna hear it with supersonic ears.
No, like the girl in Encanto. Mm-hmm. That's how she sings.
So how she hear people whistling. I'm sorry. What's the word? Whispering, girl. Cause what? Ooh, it wasn't coming in my mouth. She hear people whispering but talk so low.
So, no, I'm just
no, moving on. No. Anyway,
but speaking of, how are you? We're going to talk about what we learned in therapy.
Yeah.
Because we are therapy goers. We are the ones who believe that there is a God and He has created people called therapists. Mm-hmm. So you can do both. You can do Jesus in therapy in the same sentence. Mm-hmm. And I suggest everyone does it.
Yeah, my therapist talk about Jesus.
If yeah. And some people will be like, that's unethical. Well, no. You matching my fly. I say it's okay. Let's get it. Let's talk about the lurch. Yeah. So, let's get into it. This one is going to be one of our shortest ones, I believe. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I would just say straight to the point.
Yeah.
So, I'm currently in therapy. I decided to go to therapy just so that I can gain some clarity. And we talked about this before. Therapists are not solely for you to talk about your problems. They listen, they give you advice, and they send you on your way. Mm-hmm. They give you a space to talk about where you are. Take what you say, frame some questions, then help you find the solution to your own problem.
Yeah.
So you find the solutions, or y'all come up with them together. They don't just give you solutions and they say, okay, well,
try these and let me know how they work.
Yeah, they do give suggestions sometimes, but for the most part, the point is for you to come up with solutions and solve your own problem. Through asking questions, providing resources, all of that.
Yeah, and I would like to say that I am currently not in therapy. I'm taking a little break. However, she seems like she has a good therapist, and I may consider either using hers, because you got to pay for that one. Gotta check.
Yeah, it depends on your insurance.
Yeah, so or using the ones that my insurance is going to cover, and I think I'm going to lean towards that one, just waiting on the confirmation of coverage. But yes, currently not in therapy. Haven't been actually in a very long time, maybe a year.
Yeah.
Because yeah, my last therapist kind of did me in a little bit, but
finding a therapist is a sport. Like, it's not easy.
Finding a therapist is a job.
It is. It's not easy necessarily. And honestly, I found this therapist through somebody else. So somebody referred her to me. So if you are looking to get into therapy, I would suggest to find somebody, talk to your friends, your people. Like, hey, do y'all have any therapists that you would like to refer? Because word of mouth is so much better than trial and error. Because baby child, I was tired of trying to tell my story to different therapists.
Yeah, and that for me,
start all over again. I'm like, ugh.
That for me was a challenge. But so I'm gonna dig right on in, and I'm gonna say for me, I learned that I have to start from the very beginning every time. Whenever I have a new therapist, I always start from the beginning. The first therapy session is she'd be like, okay, basically, who are you? Like, walk me through it. Like, let's talk about it. And I'd be like, you want to know the beginning? And then I got to share the whole beginning, my background and issues I've had in the past, where I am now. Like, I always got to give a backstory.
Yeah, I am like a main point type of person because it depends on I've had about 4 therapists. Yeah, college, after college, Monique. She was really cool, that one. Okay, so I've had 5. I would say all of them was decent except 2 of them. One I had to fire. She was trash. And the other one that worked at my college, I hope she doing okay because she was not good at all. She acted like she didn't want to be there. I'm like, girl, go find some business. But yeah, I'm a straight to the point. Here's the things that I'm dealing with today. Now, we can dig deep because we usually do. Got to dig deep to figure it out, and then we kind of go from there.
Yeah, I'm learning that who you hire at, because essentially you have to find the right one for you. So who you hire and choose to be your therapist matters when it comes down to what you need. It's based on what you need. So in certain seasons, I needed somebody to just listen. That's really what I've learned. And that was my last therapist. My last therapist was just a listen kind of person. She did provide some insight, don't get me wrong, but she was a great listener because she would go give good feedback to what I would say. But I think in this season, I think I need somebody who's going to dig. I've never had a digger. I've never had a digger. All my therapists have been listeners. And I'm saying a digger as in, let's get to the bottom of that. Okay, so why do you think that? I've never really had those. I've had ones who be like, that's interesting that you said that. So how did this happen? Like, I had those. So that's important. I think that will be my next phase. And reason why I've been prolonging therapy is because I'm scared of that. Essentially, that's really what it is. Because are you going to harm or help?
So the good ones will help always.
But
it'll feel like harm.
But yeah,
it's uncomfortable.
But emotionally, it's almost like you have to be prepared because some of them, once again, like I've had some who were being messy. I had a therapist who was messy, just trying to dig and get information, but it was also too close to home. It was a work therapist, and I couldn't be honest because if I tell you my story, some of the people I'm talking about are working in this environment. So I can't even be honest about like certain things like that. So it was hard to do that. And then I've also had one who was, while I'm talking to them, they would just be looking everywhere else, be in a cafe, like a Panera, and just be focusing on a lot of stuff going on instead of like zoning in with me. That was BetterHelp. BetterHelp might be worse help, depending on.
I guess it just depends on who you find, child.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm scared of. Emotionally, I want to be prepared. The last one did something where, I told her I ain't have no money, and she billed me because it was a no-show. But we communicated that, so it was not a no-show. But it was like the way that she did it was like foul, and I didn't like that. I reported her and everything.
Did you get your money back?
Yeah, but I just did not like that. I'm like, girl, you my therapist. You already know what I'm going through. Why would you do that? It was just like a miscommunication thing. I was talking to her the entire way through, and then got the email without an explanation or anything or feedback from her. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not getting charged for anything. So that a situation like that, if you're digging and getting me open, emotionally open and vulnerable, for you to just do something like that, or like to just do something foul as a therapist, act like you don't want to be there and something like that, that will be devastating for me. That will be harmful. So that's why I'm hesitant.
I can see that because it's a lot of work. It is. I started therapy like 2 weeks ago. These last 2 sessions, I had it today, but last 2 sessions, I was undone. Just undone to the point.
So 3 weeks then.
Yeah. Well, this is my 3rd week. Yeah. Okay. There was one day we talked and I just was crying the whole time, and I was supposed to go to the library after that to work on something. I went shopping because I couldn't even. I needed retail therapy.
Retail therapy.
I couldn't even do it. But I
did see a new bag up there in our room. What? In your room.
A new bag. Oh,
that little makeup bag.
It was cute too, wasn't it? It was on sale. I just I couldn't be productive for the rest of the day. So it was helpful. I learned, I guess to the point of this video, I learned that I'm still guarded. I have my guards way up, and people can read that. And I was sitting there trying to figure out why it's so hard for me to meet people, especially like when we go out and, I want to date. So, or let's say I was really interested in dating.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, it is what it is. It's in God's hands. But my therapist was saying, like, because you are guarded, people can sense that. Whether it's like small, the way you like carry yourself in a way, like small, whatever.
Yeah.
People can sense that. So you haven't been meeting people because of you, basically. I'm like, but I don't want to trust people. Can we just date and I don't trust you?
Yeah,
you could if you want to.
You sure can. Won't end up well.
So that was hard. That's hard for me, and I know it, but it's just hard. It's just hard to know when things. It's like everything affects everything for real.
I would say for me, yes, to your point, yes, everything affects everything. When it comes to me and my background stories, I've learned that I surrounded myself around narcissistic people. What my therapist said, and I was like devastated. It opened my eyes up to the point where I was like, oh, that makes sense. So it's very interesting.
Yeah,
that was a big one.
Yeah. I learned that I'm so used to being productive that I don't know how to rest.
So that's that busyness.
Yeah, it's that busyness. Like, if I sit down for too long, I'm lazy. Or if I sit down for too long, I'm not getting stuff done, and now I'm unproductive and just wasting time. And that's not necessarily true. Like, you need time to rest. You need time to reset. We can't just keep going. Like, that's just not how we should function.
So you felt validated. Did you feel validated in your busyness?
I did.
Or validation.
Yeah. I felt like I was getting stuff done. And going nowhere fast, for real. Going nowhere, doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Hey, obviously, being fake busy.
Doing busy work.
Yeah. So, and I thought, I learned that my identity was in my productivity. Like, when I'm getting stuff done, I'm valuable. When I'm achieving things and when I'm successful at things, I'm valuable. I'm worthy. But when I'm not, I'm unworthy. I'm unvaluable. And it's nobody's fault, for real. Why I think like that, I think it's just when you get rewarded, or anytime you do good, you get good grades.
Yeah.
You're doing good in class, you get good grades.
Yeah.
You're good at track, you get medals, or you get a scholarship, or you do that.
Or if you're me, participation ribbon.
When you make jokes, people laugh. I ain't trying to be funny, but
Thought I was
saying,
being funny.
I'm just saying, like, we are used to people validating, or when you're younger, going through these stages of life, you know, going through college. Okay, you get your 1 degree, then you get 2 degrees, and you start working, and all this stuff. You get validated, or you get praises, and eventually they stop because you just get grown and like, okay, you're going to work every day.
Kudos to you. Congratulations.
What's going on?
Adulting.
Yeah, right. You made it to nothingness.
Yeah, I could say that about my giving.
What is that?
If I was giving, I would be rewarded for giving. And if I didn't, it was just like, I don't know.
You weren't acknowledged.
Yeah, or I meant I found value in giving, especially when it came down.
You found value in yourself in giving.
Or validation from giving. Goodness gracious.
Hey, we got to it. That's what therapists do. We ask questions. Go ahead. Talking about
we is crazy. But yeah, validation from giving to other, like, for other people. I found, like, I think I said this in another video, but being Captain Save-A-Ho was like, it gave me purpose. Yeah, not no more. Setting boundaries gives me purpose.
And to mine, I didn't have boundaries, and I was always trying to move. I'm about to move.
Like locations.
Yeah, move locations.
States.
I'm finna go far away, so can't nobody ask me nothing. How about you practice the boundaries that you have here? Say no. No, I can't. So that you don't have to, you're running. My therapist told me you're running. Oh, you wanna run? Oh, okay.
You wanna run?
What you talking about?
Rude. Rudeness.
I wouldn't say it's rough. Hey, one time I told my therapist, I said, girl, you can call it what you want to call it. I ain't call her girl, but I said, you can call it what you want to call it.
That's too funny.
Running,
sprinting,
walking, going away.
BB. Yeah. Yeah.
So I found that I was a runner. I was a track star. That's fine. And I wanted to be unbothered. But I'm learning that I got to speak up. I have to set boundaries to say no or to say yes, whatever that looks like, to show up when I can, when I can't. That's okay too. And that a piece of me, I'm working on it, is a people pleaser. And I don't like when people are disappointed. Or I feel like if I say no, people will be disappointed. So I should say I'm a recovering people pleaser. Yeah. I'm a recovering people pleaser because now I have no capacity to please people. I don't mind it.
I will say, since moving back home, the fact that people have access to me is the hardest part.
It's unnerving.
Yeah, that's the hardest part for me. Because when we were away, it was easy to be like out the way. It was easy to be hear the sad news and go to Thirsty Thursdays in Atlanta. It was easy. It was so easy. And so therapy has been helpful in this season because of the setting boundaries piece aspect of that. Because it's like we came here ready to help everyone. Our arms were open and say, what do you need?
It has been coming back for a reason.
What do you need? We are here to serve you. Please. 5 years later, we ain't got it. We do, but we ain't. Not right. This is the boundary season.
Yeah. It's a self-preservation season.
Yeah.
Preserve yourself. Stop telling people yes.
Yeah.
And also, and I think I said this in another video, people being disappointed that I said no, it's a shame that you assumed that I was gonna say yes. And that right there tells me I need to say no more. Because I can't do everything for everybody. Like
And if you're gonna ask, like, and I'll just speak for us, but if you're gonna ask us to do something, like, do we have a relationship first? Are we cool first? Like, don't just be asking and what is it called, beating
around the bush.
No, like basically asking the same person for the same favor every single time. Like, use other you gonna dry up your resource, like, or wear them out or whatever. Like, stop doing that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Another thing is, we talked about this before. Hey, if you watch all the videos, you know. If you don't, then I do not like to cry. And it has caused me to be angry. It's just like a lot of pent up emotions that I don't allow out. Yeah. So I'm learning that I have to express them more. I don't like to cry though, so I don't really know how that's gonna work. But be okay with my vulnerability.
And maybe acknowledge your vulnerability.
It makes me feel weak. I have learned that I look at vulnerability as weakness.
Yeah, I think you may be I don't know how people say we have the same trauma and we grow up differently. She grew up to be the manly version of
yeah,
and I grew up to be very, very sensitive, and she has become very desensitized.
I don't necessarily like it because it also doesn't necessarily allow me to connect emotionally with people sometimes. But
shrug shoulders.
What do y'all want from me? So I'm very protective of me, and I'm learning to be protective, but it's okay to allow emotion in, because otherwise I'm gonna keep pushing people away. A
level of, well, when you're
not allowing them in.
Yeah, when you talk to a therapist though, there has to be a level of vulnerability as well though.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk. That's my problem though. Logically, I can be vulnerable, right? But when it gets to me crying emotionally, like logically, we could talk all day. I could tell you all my problems. I know exactly what's going on. But emotionally, you want me to cry? Yeah. I'm like, I'm just playing. Hey, y'all know on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs when he just sucked that out?
Oh, the police officer.
That's me. No, I'm just playing. I be crying a little bit. That's why I be so undone in these sessions, because I didn't cry today, so we did really well. I did start to feel away. But I didn't cry. The last two. And she'd get off the phone like, all right, see you next week. And I'd be like, all right. One time I said, I don't got nothing else to say. I
We're going to end this one early.
I don't even got nothing else to say. So, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to therapy, it's like really hard. Like, this video is a little challenge for me because I haven't really like learned anything. Like,
but maybe you learned some things about yourself through, I mean, you talked about the things that you learned through your interactions with them.
I know, but like that's where it ends. There's like, I don't really know any more experiences because mine was just sharing.
That's fair.
And
have you ever had any different kinds of therapy?
What you mean?
Okay, didn't you have physical therapy? Did you learn anything about
physical therapy? Is crazy.
Hey, anything could be used as therapy, child, and you can learn about yourself. Okay, well, I got some more then. If you go.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I need to be kinder to myself, and I need to start treating myself more so like my child. I need to treat me like my child, because some of y'all, now. Some of y'all are really nice, but some of y'all are not nice to y'all children. And I need y'all to watch how you talk to the kids. This ain't gonna turn into me. Okay? Mean. Nah, but and then you wondering why they don't want to come hang with you. Because you was rude as hell and you mean. Watch how you talk to them kids.
Yeah, because they gonna grow up not taking care of you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because you're gonna need us. Yeah, like the children.
Yeah, let's unpack this.
No, us as the children of the world. Y'all gonna need us, so be mindful of how you. Even for us, how we raise our kids, be mindful, because I want my kids taking care of me. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I need to be more patient I need to give myself more grace because I can be hard on myself. And it's not always consciously, right? I'm not always like, oh, girl, you did a bad job. You just bad. But when I am disappointed, I'll be like, damn, like, maybe you could have did something better. Like, girl, no, you gave it all that you had. And it's okay. It didn't work out, but you are okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You gotta say
so
you're safe. Mm-hmm.
So how are you kind to yourself?
How am I kind to myself?
Because I told my therapist I don't really know how to be kind. I mean, I do, but I don't.
It's like the way I handle myself. It's like it's with care. I handle me with care. When it comes to anything, if I made a mistake, you make the face.
Mm-hmm.
Now you
knew better.
You knew.
Uh-huh.
So like it's just, and then that's it. It ain't no you stupid mother chucker. Why'd you? No. You knew better. So how you feel? Sick? Yeah, you sick about it? It's okay. It is what it is. Like how can we move forward? That's literally how I keep like talking to myself. Is how can we like what we doing next? Because if I keep dwelling, it's gonna be like not good. Down a rabbit hole is not good. So it's just keep telling yourself like it's like little reminders, little nudges. All right. It's time. It's almost like what you will want your best friend to talk, how you will want them to talk to you is like how you talk to yourself. Like it's very encouraging, very motivational. I'm very very kind when it comes down to like mistakes that I made or how I'm feeling. I haven't forgiven somebody for 10 years. That's an example, but haven't forgiven somebody in 10 years. I'm not gonna be like stupid. That's why your heart still. That's why you ain't making no money right now because you can't forgive. You being real dumb right now. No, I never talk to myself like that.
That reminds me of your daddy. He be like, "You big dummy." He be talking to himself, "You big dummy." I'm like, "Oh, chill, chill on my dad, bro.
Chill on my dad,
chill
bro.
on my dad, bro."
Yeah, no. So it's not. It's just making sure because you are the person in your head, and that determines outside your external as well. During my unforgiveness phases, it was just a lot of negativity spewing, and so that's why unforgiveness didn't happen. So it's almost like
forgiveness didn't happen.
I mean, that's why forgiveness didn't happen. Yes. So yeah, just be nice to yourself. Be nice looks like you don't want nobody else talking to you like that. So why are you allowing yourself to talk to you like that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like you don't want nobody calling you no dummy. If somebody calls you a dummy right now, what they say on phone them? I'm just playing. On my mama.
Yeah, you're right about it.
Yeah.
You're right about it.
So it's just like don't let nobody. If you don't want nobody talking to you crazy, start with you. Don't let yourself talk to you crazy.
That's good. One thing that I was thinking about was when I get anxious, I would say that's when I talk to myself the kindest because I'm like, okay. Where are you? What are you thinking about? What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Let's process. Let's sit down. Let's be quiet. One thing I'm going to do is sit on my floor. I love sitting on the floor. Sit, be quiet. You're anxious for a reason. What's happening?
So yours sounds like it's talking not kinder, but it's talking logically to yourself. So I don't think that's kind. I think it's because the way you sin is problem solving.
Yes. Oh, my therapist said that today. That's sick. She said, you think something is wrong with you and you try to find solutions. You try to find a problem so that you can find a solution.
Yeah. So there it is. Go run around. Yeah, go run around. That's me crying. No, for real.
Nah, that's real.
You being kind to yourself is everything's okay. I'm safe. I'm cool. It's good. We good.
Life
like
is hard.
Yeah, so start okay. Let it out.
Okay, go ahead.
But I think like being kind to yourself for you starts with affirmations.
That feels dumb to me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm. If we be honest, It just kind of feels like you standing in the mirror. You were kind. You were smart.
No, it's not just that. We talked about it in our last whatever episode.
Yeah, we don't.
And talked about what we love about each other.
Yeah.
How did you feel when I was sharing things that I loved about you?
It was nice.
That's what affirmations are.
Okay.
You telling yourself what you love about
It's just weird talking to myself.
You just told thousands, millions.
Yes, yeah.
You just told millions of people what you love about yourself. Why you can't do it to you?
Yeah. It's just
You said, I love this about me. Okay, say it to yourself. You said it in front of a crowd.
It's so I'm talking to
you
somebody.
And you ain't looking in no mirror. You don't have to look in no mirror if you don't want to.
Unless
if that helps. If that
on do anything
on the ugly days, because we all have them.
I'll be crunchy food.
Yeah, on the crunchy days, if you gotta say, you know what, you were bad. Or on them days where you need motivation, talk to yourself kindly. If you're having an interview, you got this. You know what? Interview didn't go that great, but it's cool. We did our best. You know what? This is our 5th interview in a week. I did good. I'm going on the couch and I'm watching TV. That's what being kind to yourself is.
That is good. You said sounds like you're trying to problem solve. You're trying to be logical.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to be.
Well, I just told you.
I hear what you're saying.
Start with affirmation. Well, start with a journal and say what you love about yourself.
Okay.
And then in the journal entries, when you say, I love my style, my sense of style. I love my sense of style. Dash, you a bad fit. You look good, girl.
Isn't it weird that we would love to do that for other people, but can't do it for ourselves?
Some people can.
I mean, yeah, let me.
I'm
speaking to the people that think it's strange.
But yeah, there are some people who think it is hard to gas themselves up, but essentially that's what you're doing. If you want me to tell you your outfit cute, you should have said it already. You should have said it first.
Mm-hmm.
I look good. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I put some together.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing, and it's not necessarily
hyping me up talking about herself.
No, I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
But it's getting you. It's just preparing you for the world, because the world is cruel.
It is. That's my big old age. Somebody preparing me for the world.
No, for what I'm saying, every day walk outside. If something bad happened, like
in your full armor of God on.
Full armor of you on.
Uh-huh.
Like,
okay.
God, you essentially the same, but like, okay. If you want to do that, you are made in the image of God. Okay.
Did you see that video?
No.
She said, "What's wrong with God?" Dude said nothing, and she said, "Well, you made in the image of Him, so what's wrong with you?"
Oh, I ain't heard that. I ain't seen that.
I gotta find it and show you.
You know, I'm saying
and his face was like nothing.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's if you made in the image of God, and okay, so that's a good way to look at it. But it was also more so like, He wants you to give Him the glory, you know, and honor, and tell, okay, you are, same way you say you are Jehovah Jireh, my provider.
And I really don't be saying it to Him, because I can't even do it for myself.
But same way you say you are Omega and Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Okay? Those are affirmations.
That's crazy. You know a lot of things.
I am wise beyond my years.
You are wise. What's his name? Yoda? Yes. Wise you are.
Yeah. Wise you are. Mm-hmm. Yes. But yeah, starts with affirmations. So don't even look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, because I might play too much.
When you do something wrong, how are you going? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to practice. Okay. Yeah. In real time. Okay, go.
Okay. You just did an interview.
Okay.
And you bombed it. You didn't do well at all. You on the verge of crying. What's next?
Cynthia. Yeah, I say Cynthia. Ooh, Cynthia.
Tap in.
I would say, I feel like I'm in a test right now. That's the problem. Cynthia, you didn't do your best, but you did do your best. Huh? I don't know what I would say. Cynthia, don't up. But it's okay. It's okay. And I also do this thing where I be putting it on God. And I be like, well, okay, whatever God got for us, God got for us. Which is true, but I also need to put it on me too, kind of like.
You don't need to put anything on you.
Yeah, you're going to have to practice. I'm going to have to come back to it.
Okay, so we did a good job. You can leave it at that. You did your best. There.
Okay, if I was talking to a child, I would say, yeah, you did your best. What did you learn from it? I don't have children either. So.
Okay, what would you say to me? I did a terrible interview.
Or with Ty, yeah.
Just me. Let's stick there.
Okay.
I did a terrible interview. I'm about to cry. I need some help. Like, I'm about to lose it.
I'm like, damn, sis.
You wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
What would I say to you?
No, you tell me.
I'm
going through this. I'm going through this right now. I did a terrible job. I'm about to cry. Like,
what do you feel like you did wrong? This
God damn. Why I gotta do something wrong?
You're right. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is vulnerable. I don't like that.
Good. So, let me
Screw
that. Yeah, them knees get busy. You see my shoes? Yeah. Anyway. So, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me.
About?
You did a terrible job at the interview. You didn't do your best.
Okay. You didn't do your...
You didn't.
Oh.
Tell me how it went.
Oh.
How'd your interview go?
Okay. My interview was terrible. I was stumbling over my words. I didn't do very well. I wasn't good at expressing or verbalizing what I do well. And it was just a hot mess, man.
Okay. But you know what, though? Hey, you tried. You did a good job. I mean, at the end of the day, like, this your fifth interview in a week. I applaud you for even applying to all these jobs, because at this point, we didn't even know what we wanted to do. And you just decided to pick something and stick to it. So at the end of the day, like, don't be hard on yourself because you did your best. Does that sound like something I would say for real?
Yeah.
Not just for the cameras?
Okay.
You got to think about everything and not think about it as, it's my fifth interview that I bombed this week. Oh, no.
Okay.
It's just like
positive self-talk. That's a whole nother video.
Yeah, it's just like, you already down. Why beat yourself down even more? Because then it's going to get you to that place where you want to clench your jaw.
You know what's crazy? Most of the time, I don't even notice I do it. It's just how I function.
That's because you gave the negative self-talk energy, and it birthed into something that became subconscious, like a pattern that became subconscious.
We're gonna break this pattern.
Yeah, so it's being kind to yourself. You got to be the first person to do it, because if somebody be mean to you, you gonna tell them about themselves. So tell yourself about yourself and say, don't talk to me like that, because that's not what we doing. We speaking with love, and we speaking kindly, and we speaking life. Speak life into me.
Okay. All right. I think this is a good.
She finna cry.
No, I'm not about to cry. I think that was my biggest lesson right there, and clearly something I still got to work on.
Yeah.
But we're gonna work on it, and I'm gonna be very intentional about it. And
now you're gonna hear yourself say it.
Yep.
Now, because me and God already talked about it, you're gonna hear yourself speak to yourself.
Y'all talked about what?
Just right now. I just said it. Because he gonna handle you. He gonna make your negative thoughts real loud.
Oh. Okay.
So you can understand how you. He wouldn't talk to you like that. I wouldn't talk to you like that. I mean,
I wouldn't talk to you like that.
If you piss me off, maybe.
No, yeah, but even still,
but not breaking people down like that.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So start little and make your own affirmations too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cool seeing asking my girl ChatGPT. Sometimes it's cool getting stuff from her, but she don't know your tone yet. So it's just like,
nah, I would make my own.
Yeah, because
it'd be more genuine.
Yeah, but if I had her make them, they're spot on. They sound right. Or you can find people on social media who have their own platforms where they have affirmations, and some affirmations align really well to you, or you'll understand them better, but you need to write your own, since you're so technical, to make it in your wording so that it won't sound forced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me one affirmation right now. Give me 3. As a matter of fact, we're going to end this with you giving me 5 nice things to say about yourself. Cynthia, you are.
Cynthia, you are so powerful. Cynthia, you are so kind. Because I'm working on my kindness, so speaking to existence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cynthia, you are love. Cynthia, you are wonderfully and beautifully made.
And give me a sentence. A long one.
A long one.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia, can't nobody do it like you can do it. So show up in the world the best way that you can.
That's an affirmation. It's 5 of them.
Okay.
See?
Your turn.
I don't need to. I do this all the time.
Ooh,
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Ariel, you have a beautiful spirit. Ariel, you are top tier.
Mm-hmm.
There will never be another person like you.
And won't.
Period. They can try, but fail every time. Ariel, you are so creative. And I can't wait to see what you create this week. You are so forgiving. Because yes, you guys speak light. I'll be speaking. And Ariel, you are such a wonderful person and a great person to be around. And whoever is around you is blessed 100 times fold. Just for being attached to your name. So, yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I'm all that in a bag of chips.
You are.
Yes,
you are.
Yeah. And you are as well.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, speak to your friends kindly. Speak to yourself kindly. Speak to your family and your children and your husband and your wife kindly. And the world will be a better place.
That's good. That's a good way to end it.
Y'all go out there and be great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell yourself 5 things that you love about yourself. If you don't want to do it in the mirror because you feel like you're going to look silly, don't do it. But tell yourself before you go to work, after you go to work, come from work, or on a lunch break. Okay? It's important, it's necessary, and it's your homework assignment. And then put it in the comments below. Let us know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.